Peace and well, and we are here with another video on wellness, which came into being from my pickleball journey. Because in order to be active, we have to be well, and we want to be at best as well as we possibly can be. All right. So in the last few videos, I talked about things that I got rid of, products that I got rid of that I thought was okay. And I just processed a little information, and I found that it was probably better to kind of switch up some stuff, okay? All right, so in one of the videos, I show you how I replaced pasta with chickpeas. I replaced my heavy eating of spinach, or using spinach, with arugula and some other stuff. It's so much, you guys. It's so much. Like, I am still processing this myself. And I just wanted to share this journey with you, with my pickleball journey as well. I just never thought I would be here. But okay, we're here now. So let's just make the best of it. All right, so there's a few more things that I'm changing up or switching. I talked about the muffins that I make and how I had to throw out, didn't have to, but I felt that I wanted to throw out the flour, and I replaced it with coconut flour, which I have not tried yet. But I'm going to be baking something and use it, and maybe I could share that with you guys depending on how it turns out, because this is all new to me, okay? I never used coconut flour a day ever up until this point. Okay. So I wanted to, in this video, just talk about getting over the emotion or the attachment that we have with certain foods. Someone once said that we don't live to eat, we eat to live. And if someone says that to you, or you hear that, depending on where you are in life, it's not going to resonate with you. But that actually is something all of us need to embrace and try to understand, and just let that process within our consciousness, okay? All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about some other stuff that I'm going to switch and swap out, okay? So I'm a huge snacker. When I say chips, this is one of my weaknesses, okay? And in order to get myself off chips, I've started buying the small potatoes. So I cook those. I put real butter on them. I may, have some garlic in there, or some bell peppers or something like that. But I'm telling myself it's got to be better than my snacks. And this bag is not open, but trust me when I say I cracked open, well, there's some bags that are gone, completely empty and gone. All right. So we have to start thinking about the items that we choose to snack on. And although it's probably making us happy or peaceful or whatever in the present, we got to look at it in the long term, okay? But this has no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. You know what? I just realized. Okay, so I've always bought Cape Cod chips. I think they used to be organic at one point, but a lot of the labels are changing. Okay. okay? And that's something that we got to be more cognizant of. All right. I don't know how many people like popcorn like I like popcorn, but we have heard the stories about, and sorry about the wibble wobble, but when I move the table, the camera moves. Okay. So we've heard about the situations that people have found themselves in who work in these plants. And we still buy this stuff. But I bought this because I ran out of, I pop my own popcorn. Like, this is a snack that I have enjoyed since childhood. All right, so I ran out of popping, well, the seeds to pop my own popcorn or kernels, or popcorn seeds or kernels or whatever. Okay. And this says non-GMO. And I don't know what that, we know what it says, but what does it really mean? I don't know. But I ran out of my popcorn seeds to make my own popcorn, which I pop in either olive oil. Sometimes I'll use coconut oil. I may add onion salt or garlic salt or something. It just depends. And real butter. In addition to the oil. I know I got to get off the butter. And sometimes I try and get the Amish butter. I don't know, you guys. I'm going through this process. Y'all just bear with me, okay? So because I ran out of this, and I didn't have to, but I did. I bought this popcorn. But what I end up doing is not eating it as often as I would. So I've had this popcorn for it's probably going on a month now, which normally 2 boxes of popcorn won't last 2 weeks. All right. So I don't know what your snacks are. Please feel free to let me know, or if you have any other healthy snacks that you can offer me or suggest to me, I would be happy to hear about that or learn that. Also, I mentioned how I would make sort of like a pita bread type bread, and I would dip it in olive oil. And I would make my bread or my pizza dough with yogurt, okay? Again, this has non-GMO verified. On the surface, yeah, I know what that means, but what does it really mean? Like, my sister told me about this Faye yogurt. And I think, what kind of yogurt? I think I was using sour cream to make my own pizza dough. But, so when my sister told me about Faye, and like I said, there are people in your life who try to be selective of the things that they're eating for themselves and their families. And I just feel like it's a blessing to have people like that in your life, or people in your life, period, who have your best interest in mind. And so I started buying the Faye yogurt because non-GMO. But it has all natural whole milk, and I have greatly reduced my dairy, you guys. I can't even begin. Okay, while I said that, the next thing that I have here, when I make my own pizza, I would shred cheese on it, okay? So when I don't see cheese product, because we know cheese product is not cheese, you guys. That's why they have to call it a product. And a lot of cheese shouldn't be allowed to put cheese or natural cheese on the product or the label. But I chose this cheese because it had simple ingredients. I think I went to their website too. But at any rate, When I'm done with this cheese and I run out of my Fage yogurt, I think that's going to be it for that particular dairy. Have you ever wondered, like, how in the world are you going to make? I mean, I know it's possible. I know it's possible. And anything that's new or different to us, it's going to take some time. It's a process, right? So I know I'll get through this. And I definitely want to eliminate as much dairy as possible. We're going to get through this. These kind of snacks, you know what? Now you just question everything though, right? This apple is good. But we're gonna stick to our different snacks. Okay? All right. The last thing I want to mention, oh mercy, is meat. I don't know about you guys, but I love a good ribeye steak. Woo, mercy, mercy, mercy. And I've tried that. I've tried to eliminate meat after I watched this video, and I'll try and leave that video in the description box for you, but this was years ago. I saw this video called Dairy is Scary, and how the dairy cows, when they finish using them, they turn them into beef cows or meat cows or whatever. And just seeing that, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with meat. But I wasn't done with the ribeyes. I didn't eat as many, and I was still making hamburgers and eating a good, nothing like a good hamburger too. But I was doing that, but not as much. I'm saying all that to say that I've always eaten the chicken, and I'm sorry about the shaky camera because I'm hitting the table. Let me stop that. So I've always continued to eat chicken. I have eliminated pork to a large degree. Well, actually, I think I'm down to no pork now because was it last year? I think it was last year. I found out that pork is the only meat that you can cook, and it actually doesn't get rid of a lot of the parasites and stuff like that. At any rate, so I've never stopped eating chicken. And when I would eat chicken before I went to the gym, when I was still going to the gym, I would just stop by Chick-fil-A in the morning and get a chicken biscuit, eat that on my way to the gym. But anyways, you guys, again, I am saying that to say that when I make turkey or chicken, I have started putting ginger, cutting up ginger and putting it in my my chicken and turkey. And I just started doing this probably a month ago. Was I in Sprouts or Aldi? I can't remember, but I was buying just a few groceries, and I saw this ginger. I don't know what, I don't even know what made me buy this. I really don't. Because I normally, maybe I was looking for peppers and ginger was over there with the bell peppers and stuff. I don't know. But whatever told me to get this ginger, I'm so glad, because when I say that it is so amazing, this is root, I guess. I don't know if this is a vegetable or do you just call roots? I don't know. But I would recommend, if you have not cut ginger up in one of your meats, it's probably good in any meat. I would say give it a try, and the aroma is, oh my goodness, it smells so good. It's good. It flavors your food so nicely. I can't even say it enough. And it's a sting to it But I think once it's cooking with your, I can't even explain it, but it's good. And I think it's some other medicinal benefits to ginger. I can't even begin to tell you. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know none of this stuff or whatever. I'm just a regular person, just trying to, make better food selections and eat right, and just try and, be active. All right, I'm not going to continue to ramble because y'all know I can get off on a tangent and I digress. All right, so at any rate, I wish you well and peace, and I will see you in the next video.